Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the brand new 2013 Malibu Turbo. What makes it special? Well, that's under the hood. A 2-liter twin scroll, 259 horsepower, 260 pound-feet of torque engine that's mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission that runs the front wheels. Coming up next on the Fast Lane Car. Oh yeah, there's also a cute little cubby hole I'm going to show you. Alright, I promised you a hidden cubby hole, and here it is. It's right behind the navigation screen and the radio screen. So if you have a cell phone and you want to hide it, there, nobody's ever going to figure out that there's a cubby hole behind the navigation screen.
What am I proudest of?
Yeah.
On the Chevrolet Malibu, I think what I'm proudest of, really there's two things. One is the overall quietness of the vehicle. The other is the driving dynamics of the Chevy Malibu.
This is the third variation of the new Malibu, the 2.0-liter twin scroll turbo. The car was introduced in the Eco version. There's also a base version that's a 2.5-liter. That one starts right around $23,000. So you might be asking yourself, what makes this Malibu different from the other two models? Well, to start with 19-inch wheels, of course, a twin scroll turbo, and suspension that's been buttoned down a little bit to make it sportier. So let's see how it drives. Alright, so how does the Turbo Malibu drive? Well, I can report there's very little turbo lag. It does get up and scoot. In terms of driving dynamics, it is much more buttoned down than you would expect for this segment. Is it the fastest, the best handling car in its segment? You know, it's too early to say. I've only been driving it a short time, but I can report that it's well dampened. I don't feel any unnecessary clunking. I can tell what the wheels are doing. It's firm yet compliant. Alright, I've got the Solar D all set up, a relatively straight road ahead of me. GM says this car will do 0 to 60 in 6.3 seconds, but with two of us in here on a pretty hot day, I think that's probably not going to happen. But here we go. I'm just flooring it. There goes the turbo. There's 40. Here comes 50 and 60. 7.54, which feels about right. With two people in the car and a relatively warm day, that's not bad. That's actually pretty fast for what is in essence a family sedan. I've got the seat all the way back, and to be honest, there's not a lot of room in the back of the Malibu, but then keep in mind I'm 6'2", I'm pretty tall. If you want a lot more room, I suggest you look at the upcoming and new Impala, which will be out next year. The Turbo is of course going to be the thirstiest of the three, and it's rated at 21 miles to the gallon in the city and 30 on the highway. In very spirited back row driving, like that, I am getting 21.1 miles to the gallon. The new Malibu competes in perhaps what is the most crowded market segment and the most competitive segment. The class seating Toyota Camry, the brand new Ford Fusion, the brand new Nissan Altima. These are just some of the cars that go head to head with the Malibu.
We spent a lot of time on the Malibu in the tunnel tweaking radii to get the airflow coming off of the pillars and around the side of the vehicle to minimize the wind noise going off of the mirror, for example.
Alright gang, on the TFL scale of buy it, lease it, rent it, or forget it, I'm going to have to give it a big I don't know. Initial impressions are positive, but you know, I've only driven the car for about 15 minutes, period, and that's just not enough to be fair. So you have to come back to TFL Car when we have it a little bit longer. As always, this is Roman, reporting for the Fast Lane Car. See you next time.
Nathan Adland here for the Fast Lane Car. and I'm in wonderful Northern California. General Motors brought us up here to test drive various Chevys, and this particular one, well, it's the 2013 Chevrolet Traverse. It's an SUV that competes directly against the Ford Explorer and the Honda Pilot. Sorry.